Okay, here we are into my wellness planner and how I have this thing set up, how I plan on using it, all the details around my wellness planner. So I am using the Healthy Hero planner. I'm trying to grab the cover here. Hold on just a second. So this is the cover, the one that I got for this planner. I ended up swapping out the cover for this Snap-on cover, which I really want to talk about in just a second. But if you're wondering which one I was using, it was this one. I just took the cover off. I think it's kind of pointless. I've seen people have like both of these in here, and to me that's just, it doesn't make sense. But that's the one that I got as my wellness planner for this year. I did, like I said, got the Snap-on cover. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing, you guys. It is gorgeous, gorgeous, and I love classic black. It's actually my favorite color. I love it because it's just simple. And this pattern on the front is super, super cute. What I don't like about this darn thing is the fact that I have a heck of a time closing it. So it does not want to close smoothly. It's really just a pain in the butt. And if you look, it'll actually stay like standing up. I have a new tripod and it seems like everything's super, super close to me now. So I'm having a hard time showing stuff. But anyways, I have a hard time with this thing because like right there, it's just standing up on its own. It doesn't want to close easily. And I posted a thing on Instagram in my stories about this, and I got, I was asking people, like, does this kind of get easier as you use it, or does it stay this kind of way? Because I wasn't going to leave it on if it stays like this. However, I got like 50-50 on all the answers that I got. So some people said it gets easier, some people said that it doesn't. But I also don't know how long each of those people had used the cover to know that if it does wear down with time, because some could have used it longer than others, so that makes a difference too. But anyways, I'm rambling at this point. I had a woman message me. Her name was Abby. I know the first name was Abby. I don't remember the rest of it, but I will link to her Instagram channel down below. But she messaged me and said that she took scissors and actually cut hers out just a little bit bigger. And I was like, that's a fantastic idea. So I started to do it. However, I stopped because the scissors that I was using I have two pairs. I have one that are tiny scissors, but they're really thin and they're really sharp as far as like cutting like paper and stickers and that kind of thing, but they're really too thin to try to cut through this plastic here. And then my other pair of scissors are just way too big. You can't get into here and actually cut anything down. So I'm going to get some new scissors, try to cut this a little bit more to see if I can make it work better. She said that as far as having it on the discs, you really can't tell that you've cut it. But, when you take it off there, she said it does look a little bit messy. But I'm not worried about that as long as it closes easier for me. That's the main thing. So I will try to remember to keep y'all updated once I get a new pair of scissors and get this thing cut. So that's my love-hate relationship with this gorgeous cover. Just throwing that out there in case you're thinking about getting one. Just kind of be mindful of that. Which, again, it could, be easier to move with use. So inside of here, first and foremost, we open it up, and I actually created this last year. It's officially 2019. Today's the first day. So I actually created this last year. It's just kind of like a goal sheet that I have inside of here. So that says a bad word. We're not going to say that out loud, but I really want to start building muscle in 2019. So I've got these like muscular photos in here. I've got a few quotes. Love this picture. And then on the back, I also have some other goals that are not necessarily fitness related. It's about having an awesome marriage with my husband. So there's that, a phenomenal marriage. Relaxing more, like trying to calm myself down, being in control of my anxiety. I have this one here. It is pertaining to my son. It says, with boys, you always know exactly where you stand, right in the middle of a hurricane. I love that. That is so cute. But be present with my son, find the joy in the ordinary. So just those little things that we're doing every single day, trying to find joy in that. So that's kind of my goals section here in the front. I see this first and foremost whenever I open it up. And I also come back to this quite often, guys, for inspiration. So this was super, super nice. These are just those inserts. They're from the memory keeping line. And then I just found all of these photos on Google. Some of them actually I took myself. Or not that one. I actually took... Well, maybe I took it out of here. So I did have pictures in here that I took of myself, my actual self, but I found all of these on the internet. This one I made on Microsoft Word, and I just printed them out, stuck them in here, and that's my little goals page. Then we move on. We've got our title page. We've got year at a glance. And then here is the dashboard for the wellness planner. I have not actually wrote out my goals yet. I'm going to do that. I want to get this video done, but I do plan on actually using this. This is probably the only dashboard page as far as all of my planners go this year that I will actually use. And then this thing here that I have, I created this. I do have a video up on my YouTube channel. I can link to it down below in the description box, but there's a video on showing you exactly how I made this measurement tracker on Microsoft and then printed it out on Happy Planner paper, and then I just added stickers. So every Sunday I'm going to weigh myself. I'm going to do my measurements and stuff and keep track of that. So that's that page. And then I think what I'm going to do on the back of it is use it as a reflection for the month. So kind of writing down like what was awesome this month, what did I do well, what do I need to improve on, that kind of thing. Just reflecting, seeing what I need to do to move forward to the next month. So then here we get into the monthly pages, which again, guys, I have this tripod. I can't figure out how to make it up any higher. It's actually not long enough to go higher, so that I can't do, but so you might not be able to see the whole thing. But over here I just wrote down, this is top priorities, and I just wrote down my top 4 priorities. So commit to keto for 30 days, start Lift 4, and exercise at least 4 times a week, because Lift 4 is 4 times a week, but I want to do that at a minimum. Drink a minimum of 70 ounces of water per day, and then also embrace the suck. What a priority, right? Like, what does that mean? I am the kind of person, like, I'll make the excuse, like, man, I don't want to be sore tomorrow. I do not want to do this workout, or, you know, this sucks. Like, I get kind of negative around all of this, even though it makes me feel so much better whenever I work out and I take care of myself and I eat healthy. So this is actually kind of my second word of the year is embrace the suck. Whether it comes to school, it comes to the just this stuff in life that are just not fun to have to deal with, just embracing it and trying to find the good in every situation that I possibly can. So embrace the suck, that's a priority. So for the monthly pages, what I plan to do is I have this app on my phone that gives me a notification every single day. It's a quote of the day. And I plan on just writing the quote down every single day. Just going through. These are the monthly stickers that come out of that little tiny pack. Let me show you. Oh, shoot. Come out of this tiny pack. I shook the whole thing, didn't I? Sorry, guys. Come out of this tiny pack, and I just stuck a few of these down inside of here. On those days, obviously, I won't actually write down the quote from my phone whenever it pops up, but that's how I plan on using this, is just getting into the monthly pages every single day, writing down a quote of the day, kind of bring me some inspiration. And then here we have the weekly page. And I'm just going to take these things out. These are the little inspiration cards from the Healthy Hero collection, and I have these literally sprinkled throughout the entire planner. So, weekly pages. The top part, I initially was going to use this as a way to track my steps and all that stuff, and I still may do that, but I kind of want a space in here to kind of reflect on the day. So I may actually end up changing this next week and use this as a way to quickly journal in the evenings or something, and kind of like, here's what I did good, here's what I need to improve on to kind of move forward. Then again, I may not, and just actually do it once a week on an insert that I make and put inside of here. So that's kind of on the fence as to how I use this top section that says today. The focus section this week, because I have started keto this week, I did it once before and I did it completely wrong, which is why I could not stick to it. Upon more research, I realized that I was doing it wrong, so I decided that this week I'm not going to actually do any hard workouts. My main focus this week is to track my meals and drink plenty of water every single day, so I can kind of learn this whole keto thing, get into the groove of it before school starts back up. So that's my focus every single day this week. The weekend, I just put this little sticker that says make healthy a habit. Food log, literally, is my food log. I am logging what I'm eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What amazes me, you guys, is I had my breakfast, because I'm kind of doing intermittent fasting, so I didn't eat until like 1 o'clock, and then we ate again dinner at 8. This right here, this smoothie that I made that's got protein powder, spinach, almond milk, and superfoods, literally held me over, and I had a chocolate fat bomb. held me over until dinner. I didn't even eat this for lunch because I was not hungry. I was completely full, and I think that's one reason why I absolutely love keto, is because I finally feel like I'm full and not like I'm starved. So anyways, using that to track my meals. I will use the water tracker over here, and then next week, once I get back into my exercising routine, I will write my workouts down. So that's how I plan on using the weekly pages. Again, I literally just sprinkled all of these throughout the entire planner, just different pages. Some have them, some don't. Every currently page has its own measurement tracker. I do only have 6 months worth of these 6 months in the actual planner here. So every month does have its own measurement tracker that's already set up, already ready to go, so I don't have to mess with it. So that's that. The monthly pages, I did stick an inspiration card in each month, so those are there. April, May, and then June. And then from there, we have another tab at the top I didn't show you, but the first one takes me to my monthly. This tab here will take me to my weekly pages, and then this one here takes me to the back where I have a little sticky note pad. This is actually for a mini, but I like it. I think it will work great in the weekly pages. I have some keto foods that I can eat here, just a little list. I made a list of foods that I can eat. So like whenever I sit down to meal plan each week, which I'll talk about in just a second, but when I sit down to meal plan each week, having some food ideas makes it so much easier for me. Also, this is my son's lunch idea, so things that he can pack for lunch for school. And then I have these things that I like to call snack boxes. So on, as far as school goes, on the days that are really super long and busy, I take snack boxes with me. And these are just little meals that are just random different little things in there that are kind of quick and easy to eat and easy to make, because usually I only have about 10 to 15 minutes in between classes, so I kind of have to inhale my food. So snack boxes, great thing to have. Then I have started this list of dinner ideas, things that we can make for dinner that are, well, actually this needs to be updated. This is an old one because some of these things are not keto approved, so I need to make a new list that have keto approved dinner ideas, but those are just lists that I have inside of here. I do have July measurement tracker that's not set up and ready yet. I actually printed this one during that tutorial video I talked about earlier, so I just stuck that there. I have another graph paper here. And then back here is where I keep my notes section at. So just different little note things that I thought maybe I could use throughout the planner if I needed to. Just some lined paper. And then I have the inserts that come with the planner. So 30-day self-care challenge. And it's got these other ones that says for 30 days I will focus, or I will work on. And then these ones that say take time to reflect. And I thought about using these ones in the, in conjunction with this. So kind of reflection here. And then also sticking one of these in there as well. And maybe doing like a before and after, kind of how they used to do it in their old fitness planners. I don't really know for sure yet, or if I'll even honestly use those, but they're there, and that's kind of an option that I have. And then finally inside of here I have a pocket folder. It says be thankful. And what I store in here is on the front side I have blank index cards. These are actually what I make my grocery lists on. So just blank index cards, and I just make my grocery list every single week. Sometimes my husband is the one that goes to the grocery store, and obviously he's not okay with taking a big giant planner in there for groceries. So I put him on the index cards. He is okay with using these, and that's how I make my grocery list every single week. I do have some keto recipes in here that I use whenever I'm meal planning. And then on the back side, I have just some blank lined paper, and this is actually where my meal plans start at. I don't have a blank one around me right now to show you, but I use these just as like a brainstorm of what we're going to eat during the week. And I do them on this kind of paper instead of like Happy Planner paper, because these become messy and I always end up just throwing them away, and I don't obviously want to waste Happy Planner paper whenever I have a ton of this. So I'll write down like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, days of the week, and then I put breakfast, lunch, dinner. I write out what we're eating. So I start the grocery list down here of things that we need for the meal plan that I actually created on the page. And then I go in the kitchen and I look in the pantry, the fridge, the freezer, see what we have, see what we don't. that kind of thing. Mark off anything that we already have and I don't need. And then the final grocery list gets transferred over onto my index card, and that's what goes to the grocery store with me. So that's why these papers are back here, strictly meal planning purposes. It helps me whenever I sit down to do my meal plan. And then I have this super, super cute, this is from the Faith Warrior collection. It is just a pen holder back here. I thought the rose gold was gorgeous with the black. So that's just the back cover. And I can tell, I talked about the cover earlier, but I can tell big time the little bit that I did cut off of the front made a big, huge difference, because the back, I didn't do anything with it, and it's really, really super hard to turn, but the front is a little bit easier. So as soon as I get my scissors that I think will work on this and I get that fixed, I will let you guys know how that works out. But for now, it's just going to have to be hard to turn. So guys, that's it. That's how I have my my fitness and health and wellness planner set up for 2019. As I move forward, things will change a little bit, especially in the weekly pages. So I will keep you guys updated if I make any bigger changes. For now, however, this is how I plan on using it.